What did I just watch? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to OJ Stars. Today we've got one of the wildest, most controversial fights to ever take place inside an MMA cage. And no, I'm not talking about some classic UFC rivalry. This is way crazier. Two male MMA fighters literally went head to head with OnlyFans models in a bizarre, chaotic fight that's taken the internet by storm. Some are calling it entertainment, others say it's disgraceful. Either way, people can't stop talking about it. So what really went down in this fight? Why did these women step into the cage with trained fighters? And how is the world reacting? Buckle up, because we're about to break down everything you need to know. Let's go! Alright, let's start from the beginning. This insane event took place at Real Extreme Fighting, a Romanian MMA promotion known for their over-the-top fight bookings. RXF has been pushing the limits of what should even be allowed in combat sports, but this fight took things to another level. In one corner, we had two trained male fighters, Kostika Presekaru and Sebastian Ricinu. These guys aren't UFC level, but they're still experienced fighters. And in the other corner, three women, all of them OnlyFans models, stepping into the cage to fight them. Yep, you heard that right. Three models versus two trained MMA fighters. If this already sounds like a terrible idea, oh, just wait. Now, before we even get into how bad things got, let's just ask the obvious. Who thought this was a good idea? The fight starts, and from the get-go, it's clear this isn't going to be some fun, lighthearted celebrity match. This was a full-on beatdown. The male fighters wasted no time overpowering, slamming, and striking the women with actual force. There were punches, takedowns, ground and pound, and let's be real, this was not a fair fight. The three women, bless their hearts, were fighting back, throwing kicks, trying to grapple, but it was obvious they were completely outmatched. And then, just when you thought it couldn't get worse, one of the OnlyFans models goes completely unconscious from a brutal hit. The ref jumps in to stop the action, but the damage is already done. The crowd goes silent. People watching online immediately start flooding social media with reactions. And this is where the internet exploded. Alright, so let's talk about the reaction, because this fight broke the internet. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everyone had something to say. Some people on Twitter were like, this should be illegal. And another one said, these women should have never been in that cage. But surprisingly, there were also fans who defended it, saying, they signed up for this. It's fair game. If equality means equal fights, then so be it, and they wanted to prove they could fight men, and they did. But here's the real question. Was this just entertainment, or did RXF cross a serious line? This brings us to the bigger debate. Should events like this even be allowed? On one hand, MMA is a professional sport. Fighters train for years to get into a cage, and there's a reason weight classes and skill levels exist. But on the other hand, if someone agrees to a fight, no matter how bad the idea, should they be allowed to step into the ring? We've seen crazy matchups before, celebrities versus professionals, influencers stepping into the ring, even misfit boxing events. But this fight, it took things to a whole new level. Even professional fighters are calling this one of the worst ideas in combat sports history. UFC veterans have spoken out, saying it was reckless and dangerous. And honestly, they're not wrong. So where do we go from here? Will RXF double down and book more fights like this? Or will this be the last time we ever see something so outrageous in MMA? Here's what we do know. The backlash is huge, and fight commissions might step in. The OnlyFans models have spoken out, some defending the fight, others regretting it. The male fighters are catching heat, with people questioning if they should have gone easier. The RXF president is already teasing more wild matchups, saying that controversy drives views, so who knows what's next? Alright fam, we've broken it all down. The fight, the controversy, the reactions, and what might happen next. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about this fight? Was it just a wild experiment in MMA? Or did RXF go too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications because we've got way more crazy stories coming your way. Until next time, this is OJ Stars signing out. Stay safe, stay smart, and don't ever step into a cage with professional fighters unless you know what you're doing.